about the significance of this match. How does it feel now to get it over the line?
Yeah, it feels good. Thought it was a good performance in the main. I thought we done a lot of things that we were really happy with in the game, and to finish a game like we did, we knew it was a big game coming into it, and get back to winning ways really. And the boys responded ever so well, so really pleased with them. Yeah.
What pleased you the most about the performance, especially the difference between the first half and the second half?
I was quite happy with it half time, to be honest. I thought it was just a tight game. It was one of those games I don't think you can always expect it to be edge of the seat kind of all guns blazing performance. I think sometimes you got to be a bit measured. I thought we defended well as a team. We were really disciplined, and then the game opened up for a second half, and we had the players to make the difference. So yeah, I was pleased with pretty much the whole game. There was a little spell before they scored where we kind of lost our shape a little bit, and then we got caught with that. So but we came back strongly. So I'm really happy with the players.
Well, the first player to make the impact was Casemiro. It was a brilliant header. I mean, the way he executed it was so good as well. What was your reaction to it?
Yeah, Cassie and Bruno got a good understanding, and you know, some of it's you can coach certain things, and then other times you kind of leave it to them to find the moment and find that bit of space. And Johnny's obviously done a lot of work with them on set plays and give them guidance, but the partnership that they've got is kind of pretty obvious. They've done it so many times. It was fantastic. It was a great ball and a great header really, and put us in a really good spot at that stage.
Another player who again was so key today, as he has been all season, Bruno Fernandes. What will be spoken about will be his assists as well, but how important, how crucial is he for you in this team?
He's had so many big moments, you know, to whether it's to score a goal, to make a pass, and he's always there. You know, he always puts himself forward, whether it's training or games, and he's always there. So yeah, some big moments again. Really good with obviously the corner, but the pass to Mateus was fantastic, and yeah, just capped off a good performance all round, I think.
And looking at the bigger picture, your 100% record here at Old Trafford continues. But what does a win like this do at this point of the season for your team?
Yeah, well, it was a slightly different game today, I think, going into it, and being so close in the league and making the jump or the small jump that we could if we won, and off the back of a defeat. So there was, you know, it was a little bit of a small test in some ways, and we haven't really had that with the games we've had to kind of deal with, and the boys dealt with it fantastically well and had a really good week and applied themselves right, and a couple of ups and downs during the performance with the goal and reacting, and everything was so encouraging, you know, for us moving forward. There's a lot to play for, and but we've got ourselves in a good position.
Well, massive congratulations. Thank you.
Cheers.
Has got the assist for the opening 2 goals for Manchester United. That takes them on to 16, which is more than any other Manchester United player in a Premier League season. It was also the second of them, his 100th assist for Manchester United. Here he is with Pien Mullenstein.
Bruno, congratulations. Just put into words how significant that performance and that win was today.
No, this was very important because it's against a direct opponent. Let's say we were with the same point, so getting this advantage from them it's always good. And obviously we needed to win the game after last game that we couldn't get the 3 points we wanted. So today we did the job. I still think we can do much better, but the job is done. We got the 3 points, and I'm very pleased with that.
You knew it was going to be a difficult ask today, but what pleased you most about the performance?
No, as always, you know, like in the Premier League, every game is difficult. Obviously, when you play against Villa, that are a team very well organised and know what they have to do, the plan against us, it's always very good. It's always very tough to play against them, and a part of that, they have individual players that can make such a difference. But it was about to follow our plan, what we trained to do in this game. We did it very well. We knew they had a high line that we had to make sure that our runs were on point, because it's very difficult to get the momentum on that high line. It looks easy, but it's more difficult because if the timing is not perfect and the pass is not good, it's very difficult. But we did it today, and we won the game.
You've hit a couple of milestones yourself as well today. You got your 100th assist. In doing so as well, you beat David Beckham's assist record for a single season at the club at Manchester United. So how much of a proud moment is that for you as well?
No, obviously, I'm more proud. I'm more pleased because I did it serving my teammates. You know, that's even better because giving joy to the others is also very good when you play in the position I play. So I'm very happy that I can help them to score and to be happy having their moments. And obviously, it's a huge achievement for me. But main achievement will be in the top spots at the end of the season.
Massive congratulations today. Thank you so much. Thanks, Bruno.
Player of the match performance from Bruno Fernandes there, and it takes Manchester United into third place in the table. They're 3 points clear of Aston Villa, 6 points clear of Chelsea, and Liverpool, as things stand, if it goes down to 5 places. Do they look comfortable in terms of Champions League qualification?
United, yeah, I think they're absolutely short for it. Again, we've mentioned it before, no distractions. They can just focus on the games, get some recovery in between the games. Villa looked a bit flat today. United, second half, pretty comfortable. And you give players like Bruno time and space, you're going to be punished. And as I said, I think United absolutely search for that Champions League spot.
And actually, quick word on Villa and their chances of Champions League qualification. Not because of their position, but because of the momentum.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, especially when United have got that psychological bit to it with them winning now. You know, Liverpool will see that. You know, they had that opportunity with Chelsea as well last night, and they didn't take it. And like I said today, they just weren't at it. And you know, that's their own faults.
Let's take a look.
He's trying to claim that.
Unless he's on a goals bonus. He might be on the goals. He's got some front there.
But in the end, because Manchester United got back into the game, it wasn't significant in terms of the outcome. But this pass, yeah.
Brilliant pass. You can see there that Konsa gets caught with Burmo. Cunha had not had his best game, but this is what good players do. They don't care. It doesn't seem to affect him. You can see Konsa just runs in. The passing, the timing is great. Opens his body up lovely. Just guides it into that corner. Really good finish. Such an important goal for him as well.
So that made it 2-1 to Manchester United, and it got even better for them. Benjamin Šeško has become a real super sub for Manchester United with the third.
Yeah, he has been, and you know, to be honest, I think Villa all day they were all over the place, and you know, Šeško obviously sees it come back in the box, and a typical striker with the form that he's been in, whether he's been on the bench or he's coming off the bench. You know, he turns quickly here. He sees the ball. He takes a shot. It takes deflection, but it goes in. It's a great finish for him and for his confidence as well.
Yeah, they are increasingly getting that gap in third. So 0-0 at half time. All the goals coming in that second half. United taking the lead from a corner kick, which, when you look at the way it was conceded, Tim, you weren't really happy about this from a Villa point of view.
Lucadinha at the back post, you see him there. It's a good save from Martinez, and then he's under no pressure. Look, everyone sees it. Why are you giving a corner away there? Kick it out for a throw-in, or get yourself turned around and kick it up the field. But from there on in, Michael, the movement and the header was unbelievable, wasn't it?
And how many times have we seen it, Casemiro? For somebody that's not that tall, he times his runs, he times his jumps. He's a fantastic header of the ball. Ahmad just pulls away. You can see that highlighted area at the near post. He pulled Digne out of the way of that, and Casemiro comes and fills the space and nods it into the back of the net.
But the guys in the front area have to go and head the ball. I mean, he loses Ross Barkley, has a run on him. But if you're Ollie Watkins, you have to go and head that at the highest point. He's waiting for it to come to him. He doesn't see where Casemiro is. It's a brilliant time jump and a wonderful guided header. But they have to do better in the front area.
Yeah, Villa did have hope with 1-1, but then this is a brilliant move, and you love this finish as well from Matthias Cunha.
Oh yeah, he's just all class, isn't he? And this is Manchester United really at their best when they're defending, when they break reasonably quick. Obviously Bruno Fernandes pulling out here onto the left-hand side. Burmo makes a run, but he times it poorly really, so he's offside. But for Fernandes to see that, to spot that ball, is quite incredible. We just look at Konsa as well here. He takes a little look at Burmo, and just that little glance there almost puts him off, loses his momentum. Cunha then gets a run on him, and what a finish that is as well.
The key to this is the Casemiro pass to Bruno Fernandes gives him no control problems. He knows he can play it first time. As Casemiro is coming forward, he's looking at the two centre forwards, looking at Mbeumo, he's looking where Cunha is, and he just lends it to the assister. He gives it there, and no control problems. He knows he can pass that ball first time. If you get it first time, the defenders are never set, and they were in behind. Once he was in behind, he was never ever going to miss. Brilliant finish.
The managers obviously you know, getting better and better, I guess, you know, and the momentum's getting more and more. So Manchester United, I'd be surprised. In fact, I think they've probably got more chance of coming second, like catching a Manchester City, let's say, than they have of dropping out now. So they've got loftier ambitions, but Aston Villa, they need to hang on. They're probably, you know, the likes of Chelsea losing yesterday was a real bonus for them. They got to get back on the wagon quite quickly.
The way it's going for them at the moment, Mo, I just think it might be easier for them to qualify for the Champions League by winning the Europa League. And I think it's a manager who's done that before. He's done it 4 times. I think it's time for Aston Villa to lift the trophy. I've got full belief that he will win the Europa League this season with Aston Villa and qualify for the Champions League.
Interesting.
Carrick does that with abundance and with ease, it seems. And we've talked about Igor Tudor not being able to do that maybe at Tottenham. How are they not going to give this guy the job?
Well, I said they shouldn't. I agree with, and you've mentioned this as well, I agree with Gary Neville, like, they shouldn't. They need a manager who has managed a big club.
Why?
But because they've run into this before. Because Manchester United, and again, this is no disrespect to Carrick. I think he should, if he gets them into 3rd place at the end of the season playing this way, he absolutely should be having conversations with the board about being the next manager.
Would you still not give it to him if he finishes 3rd?
No, only because in a snapshot, we've seen this before. That's the only reason. And again, no disrespect to him, but over the course of 6 months, you can get a team to play like this. This project is bigger than this. This is getting Manchester United back on top of Europe.
I sat here a few months ago and said, it's not...
You said no matter
big,
what.
No matter what. And
Changing?
I was wrong. If he gets them 3rd, if this club's got momentum and starting to go again back, why would you not let it go? Why would you not at least give him 18 months and say, let's continue where we are?
It's interesting. Interesting debate. No doubt we'll be having it every week.